MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. Mike Schmidt, one of the league's most prolific power hitters, continues his hunt for a home run crown. Next. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. On its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jeanette ranging into shallow right. He's got it 1 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that can swing the bat like Jock Peters. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's a first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Lagares giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and the throw in gets away from him.
In 2 pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets an out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
Now at the plate, Edgar Martinez. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Now in the box, Mike Schmidt. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Michael Wacha, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the
1-2. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and he's got that bat. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Digging in, Jay Bruce. Early RBI spot for him here, and not a bad guy for the job. Currently 9th in the National League in runs batted. Now another 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets lead 1. We are still scoreless. Now batting, Steve Finley. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot down the line in right, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world. Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Reds. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. The throw home, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or 2.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.C. Crawford.
The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner. 1-2-3 go the Reds. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Payoff pitch home. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. Their second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. And now is Yasiel Puig.
The mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
0-2, here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Just enough that'll start things out when we return. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1.
Count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Shoots this one over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it.
The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Now the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Mike Montgomery trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Mike Montgomery.
They'll grab a bat to pinch hit, and they'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Puig. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. 2 left for the Mets. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Rex Brothers is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
57, Rex Brothers.
They always come back to bite you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Finley going back at the track. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. It's a two-run shot to right center. As they've taken the lead, it's 3-1.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. That's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's now 3-1 Mets. Fergie Jenkins comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Fergie Jenkins.
The game's on the line.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Execute, working all four quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Safe. Despite an outstanding effort, that's a base hit, and the potential tying run will step in at the plate.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch, and I would be willing to bet you.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Pops this one up. Cervelli waits on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. New York came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Darren O'Day earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Fergie Jenkins earns the save out of the bullpen, his 26th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.